Hi, I'm Jen with the Volusia County Public Library Hope Place branch, and today's craft will be our recycled magazine pencil holder. Looks great on anybody's desk. We just need a couple items to get started. Let me get those together for you. So the items that we'll need to make our pencil holder will be, first we'll start with a recycled, I'm just using an old ice cream container. We will need a glue stick. Ribbon will come in handy for what I will show you, a little trick. We'll need a pencil, scissors. We're going to be using hot glue later. You will need, obviously, old magazines. And for the top or in the bottom, you can either use pipe cleaners. I have this nautical string or clothesline. That could work. It's whatever your preference is. So let's get started. So the first thing you're going to need is some old used magazines. We're going to look through and we're going to look for nice colorful pages. It doesn't matter what's really on the page because like one side might be, you might want some reds and some yellows, or you might want some blues. So I found a nice page with blue. It's going to be nice and rolled up so you're not really going to be able to read anything. And then this page has a nice purple. So we'll start with those. I'll show you how to roll them up. So what you'll do is with your scissors, once you selected your page, we're just going to cut off this rough edge and make it straight. Just a little cut off the end. Okay. And then since we want our purple side to show, flip it down side. And we're going to take our pencil and put it right in the bottom corner facing us, just like that. First, you want to start near the bottom of the pencil and tuck it underneath so that it grabs. So we're tucking and rolling. There we go. So it's nice and tight. And with the glue stick, we don't have to do this too often. I'm just gonna put a line of glue and continue to roll. Making sure not to lose your pencil in the paper. Bring it to you. I'll hold it up and we're just gonna keep rolling. So now I'm gonna put a line of glue. Don't wanna lose our pencil. Holding firmly but gently. And we can pretty much take this all the way to the end. So now what you're gonna do is put glue on the very end to seal it up. Finish your roll. And then if you have a little lip on the end there, it's gonna dry clear anyway. This pencil pops out. And we have this perfect little cylinder. You can't tell what was there before, you just know you have these beautiful shades of purple. So I'm gonna make some of these and we'll be right back. So a trick that I saw what the ribbon was for is one of the tricks. If you take your ribbon and you go all the way around the fattest point of your plan to be pencil holder, and we cut it, that'll tell you about how many pieces that you're going to need to go all the way around. That's about as many as we're going to need. So everyone's going to be a little bit different. If you'd like to put it in certain layers with certain colors together, or if you'd like to just have it all jumbled up. I like the all jumbled up look. What I would suggest is, since it's a flat base on the bottom, what I did do on all of these, the ones that I pre-cut, I cut one of the edges flat on my bottom. That way when we put it on, it'll be flat. So I'm going to include this blue definitely, and this pretty purple. So this is when we're going to start to need our hot glue. I have all of these assorted already with the bottoms cut like I said. So I'll start with the first purple one that we did. And all you're gonna do is a line straight down from the top to the bottom. And glue it on. Don't push too hard because we don't want to crush the cylinder. And that's what we're doing. And the straighter it is, the better off you're gonna be. So I'm just gonna start, oh, there's the blue we just had. So just put some more in there. This is also a good time if you have any seams that you want to disguise near the bottom. You can make sure that they're facing in. We're doing okay. Okay. So right before I go ahead and finish around, I'm going to make my life a little bit easier. And I'm going to cut these flush with the pencil holder. And that's going to make it a little easier later when we cut through. So I'm just checking in at about my halfway point. The cylinders, we're keeping them straight and just all different colors, different shapes. Now I wanted to stop here because number one, I wanted to show that just we could even use an old dispenser. This is a cleaning sheet dispenser. So I mean, that was even tall enough for that. So you can make all different sizes. You could do planters. You can do anything as long as it's, I found that if it is not straight like this, I tried it on one of these and it took a little bit of trying. So I would say definitely stay with as flat as you can, but this would have been easy. So also at this halfway point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and it's going to make it easier for us. I'm going to cut off flush these magazine pieces. That's where we are right now. So now actually what I'm going to do is I'm probably just going to use the other half of the cylinder to finish around the rest of my pencil holder. So I'll be back with you in a minute. So I finished all the way around my container. I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting the rest of this flush. I just needed a couple extra from before, but now, and it does not have to be perfect because we are going to fix it. Put a nice little top on it. So what I'm going to do, since I only used half of the rolls that I thought that I would need, with all these extras, I'm going to make myself a nice, another container and this larger container. So let me clean this up and we'll get ready to do the top and the bottom. So now that we have our magazine rolls completely covering the outside of our pencil holder, we've got to go ahead and cover this top. You can use pipe cleaners, like I said, just a regular pipe cleaner. I have this rope that I really like. I think it looks very rustic. It gets cute. So the first thing to do is just kind of look over your seams, and I'll pull one back just a little bit. If I can find one. Just make sure that all of your seams on your ends are down really well. And if not, you can just take your little glue stick. This will dry clear, and dab it on and mash it down. So the last thing that we should do before we start to weave our ropes in between the paper cylinders is go ahead and look through and make sure that they're all open. It just makes it go a little faster. Like this one right here is, so all I did was I took my scissors and I just gently put it in the hole and kind of rounded it back out again. Just be very gentle, just like that. So now we're good. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna use this rope. We're gonna cut about 2 inches and just push it down inside of one of your cylinders. Then you're going to skip a cylinder, go to the next one, and push it all the way in. So what we've done is we've skipped, pushed it all the way down. Okay, so now I'll go for another one. It's about 2 to 2.5 inches. So then what I'll do is that cylinder that we skipped, put that piece of rope in there. I'll skip the cylinder that we did put the rope in and push it down. And it's starting to weave. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna fall back because we wanna put the second piece here. There's going to be 2 pieces in this cylinder. Then we skip the last one we did, and we go to the new one. Just like that. So I'll do it one more time. About 2.5 inches. So you go back one, skip the last one that you just put the rope into, and go into the new one. And you're going to do this all the way around the top. So I'm about to my halfway point. I'm just checking in to show you how it starts to weave itself around. And I'm going to go ahead and keep on going around the top. So it's hard to see, but I've gone all the way around and I'm on my last one. So I'm just going to seal this up. My last piece of string. So I have finished my weaving all around the top, and I've also done my bottom. What I would recommend is, since we really don't mind how the bottom looks, I mean aside from the weaving, we're going to run a bead of glue around this just to make sure that we absolutely lock that rope down at your bottom. So now, while that dries for a second, if you want to leave these little stragglies, you can do that, or this is a good time while that bottom is just drying real quick. We're just going to give it a little peach fuzz trim. Okay, so what I like to do is on the top, since we did the bottom with the hot glue to secure it, I want to go ahead and cover in here so you can't see it. So I'm going to run a bead of glue right around the inside and take a piece of the same rope and just run it around on the inside. And I feel like that helps lock everything down. And when you get to where they meet, a simple snip. Okay, we'll just give it a little trim again because there was a couple little peach fuzzies. Gently but firm, just make sure that everything is together. And that is your recycled newspaper pencil holder. Please join us at volusialibrary.org, or you can check out our YouTube channel where Volusia is getting crafty. Have a good day, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye-bye.